Good evening, all you beautiful fuckers out there. It is I, the amazing and I don't know, fucking talented Elder God Bones, joined with the wonderful and delightful fucking Christmas music? No. Okay, never mind. Sorry, Sibs. Welcome. Okay, it is not Christmas music. I about had a moment there. Hello, everyone. Are you not gonna say anything, Sibs?
I forgot to unmute my mic. Look, that's the first time that's happened to me. You've done it a lot. I was saying that the unthawing has begun and Mariah Carey will soon be with us again.
Oh, God.
I unironically actually like that song.
I mean, I don't mind the song. It's just that it should not be played until after Thanksgiving.
I agree.
Hi, Tammy. Welcome.
Hey, Tammy's.
But no.
I know it's Tammy S, but it'll forever be Tammy's to me.
and no, it's not that I forgot to unmute my mic. It was that Streamlabs had changed the input of the mic and it wasn't picking it up.
Just as bad.
Bad fucking semantics. So, we're going to do something a little different here today. As you can see, it is that one thing. Fucking Cosmo Voyage Under the Radar. Jesus fucking Christ, man. Wow. Bad. That's real bad.
So this will be a slightly different campaign where Bones will not be playing a leader type character.
Not. I am a grunt of sorts.
And it's going to be set in the same universe around the same time period. And he's on a smuggler ship called the Cyclone.
She moves her body like a cyclone. Sorry, I found my Viking beard, but it smells amazing. So I can't help but sorry. I was gonna go put it over.
Huffing your beard.
No, I'm huffing my beard comb. It smells amazing because it's sandalwood.
Quit huffing your beard comb. Be a man. Huff paint.
I will huff smoking sweet dipping sauce. Sauce and dip.
Cool. Soy sauce.
I have sauce. I have dipping sauce.
I will huff this Popeye's Mardi Gras mustard.
Oh my God.
But
so the newest addition to the Cosmo Voyage thing is you're all gonna get a fucking kick out of this. Ta-da! So welcome to Spaghetti and Naked Under the Radar. I'm sorry, it's just it's so well, we were screwing around with it. We made a whole bunch of penises. I mean, yeah, I have no problem admitting that. It's a guy thing. Give them a blank canvas and they're gonna draw penises. It's just how it happens. So yes,
it is true. That does happen.
So this is something that both Sibs and I can both draw on. So this will be something that if we need to annotate stuff, if we want to try and draw, where's the erase? We can erase things, even though I could probably just control in it and call it a day, but I don't want to do that. Pain. I could also just like fill and whatever, but this is more
It's making big white rectangles.
fun.
There's more than one way to skin a cat. In fact, there's 6.
But yes, just see paw prints. Oh, there we. Oh, unlock drawing superpowers. Oh, I can only use these 4. Oh, I see.
Only use which 4?
Ink, soft, and softer. Which you guys can't see because it's behind us.
You know, that might not be a bad thing to look into, doing the premium from the SNN account.
Maybe. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is, though. That's fine. Yeah, this is softer. That's really soft.
Is she using the white color?
No,
I don't see anything appearing when you're using that.
I know. Definitely not.
Oh, is that how soft it is? See, that's the softer one I did it.
Weird. Why are you being stupid?
Are you sure you... Oh, it's because you have it as yellow.
And?
The lightest yellow possible.
I have it now as black. What is this? What is this music? Oh, we are.
I don't know. Are you using the brush?
Yes.
Oh, it's on a different layer. So from where I did the rectangles?
Oh my god.
My layer was on top of yours.
Okay. Yeah, there we go.
Now I need a layer though. That's what happened was I just looked and I saw that my layer was on top and from where I did the
Wow.
rectangles. But we're not able to edit the same layer.
No, we're not. Okay, so that's interesting. So we're kind of right now playing around with everything because we started a little later because
His daughter did something dumb.
it's not that she did something dumb. She had a massive allergic reaction to something, and we wanted to make sure that the meds kicked in before I started stream, because if not, I was gonna have to cancel and take her to the doctors. So apologies on starting a little late.
Yeah, something dumb, messing with shit she's allergic to.
I mean, we still don't know what it was. No fucking clue.
Pure allergens. It was eggs, peanuts, wheat, all of that together mixed in a bowl.
I mean, she did have pizza. Sorry. Don't forget pollen. Yes.
I said everything.
Okay. So I don't know if we should really stay on this screen unless we need it, but I just kind of wanted to show it off.
Yeah. So let's go back to the one by one screen.
Yep.
Oh, go ahead and introduce your character, which I have copied and pasted into the UTR notes page.
Well, I didn't know if there was any sort of like you wanted to kind of set the scene other than the fact that it's smuggler.
Nope, I'll let you introduce your character first, and then I'll set the scene.
Oh, okay. my character's name is Theodore Sidu Balassian the 12th. He's 31 years old, human, born or is from Peachtree, Georgia. He's cool, calm, and collected. Prior Space Union service, 11 years. Combat veteran, and I forgot to put that he was also honorably discharged.
So when did he join? When he was like 20?
Yeah, fresh out of high school, basically.
So 18. Okay. So I'm actually going to edit your age real quick, just because of how I'm starting this thing, and I'm not wanting to mess with your backstory.
Okay. What is his age being edited to?
34.
Or okay, that's fine.
All right. So we meet our character. Can't really call him a hero. We meet this spacefaring smuggler. Starts out, you are in a jail cell.
Well then, okay.
Yep, that's how I'm starting this out.
I mean, he is a smuggler, so
You've spent the last 3 years in a Space Union jail, space station, prison space station. You don't know the name of it, and it's been entirely solitary. Like they haven't allowed you to interact with any other people other than the guards.
what the fuck did I do?
Smuggling. Which, this is really extreme for smuggling, but they've never told you exactly. They just sent you here. It's a black site, so you don't even know what this prison is called.
What the fuck was I smuggling? What do
It's
you
been
mean? No. These matter.
No, you don't know. You don't know. Your crew that you ran with before, you all got arrested. You haven't seen any of them or anything like that. You weren't sure what the cargo was because you're not the leader of the group.
Okay.
So you all were caught, and then they never told you what it was. So you just spent the last 3 years wondering what it possibly could have been to give this harsh of a sentence.
Okay then.
Yeah, it was like, you don't know. That's what. Whenever you're like, what the fuck do you mean? He's like, you don't know. I'm not telling you because you don't know.
You didn't ask questions. Well, yes, this is true. I did not ask questions, clearly. Okay. So I'm sitting in my jail cell. All right then.
Guard comes up and he goes, Balassian, come on.
Okay.
He opens up the door to your cell and he starts walking you down a corridor. It's a long ass corridor. I mean,
okay.
You take it in. You can see other prisoners. You don't see anybody that was on your crew. Previous smuggling crew.
Okay.
He eventually brings you into a big room and he starts laying down your effects that were on you when you were arrested. So, what's there? Don't go crazy.
So, clothes, of course, pants, boots, shirt, vest, blaster.
Well, the blaster you don't get back. Sorry.
Damn it. Pocket watch on the chain. Fuck yes. Yes.
The digital or analog?
Analog. Family heirloom. Remember, I am of the 12th. I am Theodore Balassian the 12th. Meaning that watch is at least 1,200 years old.
Yep, and that would put it at around the year 2200. That's what I was asking. When
Analog would
it
be mechanical, yes. It is a mechanical um twist. It is a mechanical perpetual motion pocket watch.
Gotcha. So it's a self-winding watch.
Yes, it has a weight on it that spins. The back of it is clear. It is very ornate.
What color are the ornate bits?
Ornate is just in detailed.
Well,
As
yes,
in
but like that's what I'm saying. Like, what is it made of?
silver.
Okay, that's all I was asking.
I mean, yeah, because I mean it's just it's been it it's been engraved and embossed and everything because it is a family heirloom. My ancestor who made it was uh a ma- a material mogul. Um Whatever, basically if there was some sort of metal, his family or my family was in on it, and that's what my family has done for generations.
Okay. So,
And then hat.
what kind of hat?
Well, since I'm generally am wearing a spacesuit, it's a cutoff bill hat.
All right.
I'm bald.
He says, "You're being transported back to the civilian world. Don't fuck up again."
Okay. I won't.
All right. He points you towards a shuttle, and it takes you back towards Earth.
Is it a
Takes you
cozy
back to
flight?
Peachtree. Hmm?
Is it a cozy flight?
I mean, not great. Better than what the prison shuttle was. Like, that brought you here.
Okay.
You don't have a bag over your head.
Sure.
Granted, the windows don't show you where it's at. They're very much like beaches. It's got like
Yes.
false scenery.
Welcome to Floston Paradise.
There's an in-flight movie, like it's not terrible. But like when they brought you here, you had a bag over your head, so
Okay.
and we're bound. So I mean, like significantly more comfortable than that. You can actually get up and stretch. You're not chained to the seat.
And I just sat for 3 years in solitary confinement. I'm in for a world of change, that's for sure.
Oh yeah. So it drops you off at Peachtree, Georgia spaceport.
Okay, and is anyone there to pick me up? Because like I have just dropped off and that's it.
It's dropped off and that's it.
Okay. What is around me?
So it's a spaceport, so there's line to get out of it and stuff like that. There's people lined up waiting for their transports to arrive and stuff like that. Generally speaking, depending on the trip, it'll either go to Atmo and then to another spaceport, or it'll go outside of Atmo and taken onto a larger ship.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm just gonna, since I have no one here that's gonna help me, and I have nothing else to be able to.
Well,
I have no money to my name.
well, money's not much of a.
Because that's true. I have nothing to my. Other than I don't have anything other than what I have on my body, on my person at the moment.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk towards well, I guess downtown.
Alrighty. Any place in particular that you're heading towards?
No, just kind of walking because it's been 3 years. I don't know what's changed and what hasn't, and it's been a good 7 years since I've been back to Peachtree.
Right. So, not much has changed since the last time you've been here. I mean, the standard things of like, certain restaurants have closed, new ones have opened, some stores have closed, new ones have opened. It's weird to think about stores since there's not really money. It's very much like there's not money in like a traditional sense, but there is like, I guess, kind of bartering for certain things. It's very different from the Space Union because in the Space Union there's just no money, period. Everything's built off reputation. And while status here is still built off reputation, there is like I guess a currency, but it doesn't really matter much. And it's
I've
really
got
only
a
for like buying certain statuses, buying a ship and stuff like that.
I've got a handful of bottle caps.
It's a verified digital currency
Okay.
that is stupid secure.
Hey Natsu, welcome.
Hey, Natsu.
We're doing pretty good. We just started a side arc somewhat called Cosmo Voyage Under the Radar. Is it stored on the blockchain?
So kind of, except every individual credit is serialized. And whenever you spend them, it checks that the ones you send are serialized against the master server. So, stupid hard to counterfeit because no one knows where the master server is. But it's really only for things of certain importance. Like everyone can go get basic clothes and stuff like that. But if you want something more ornate or, housing that's not just your basic run-of-the-mill housing, if you want like a mansion or something like that.
Holy shit.
Hey, Cat.
Cat, welcome. Jesus fuck.
Which I do realize this is slightly retconning from regular Cosmo Voyage. But I mean, like...
But it's not, but also it's not.
But Space Union officers don't really have any of that stuff. They're basically treated based off their status. So like your admirals, they don't ever need anything. They can just like, go to a higher end clothing store and be like, hey, I'm getting this. And they're like, okay.
Okay, guys, thank you.
So, I mean, unless you're actually like stationed on a planet, you have no need for money because, I mean, pretty much everyone in the Space Union just wears their uniform. They're comfy.
Yeah. So it can't really retcon when literally there's no form of currency in the Space Union. So
yeah. So like this is the civilian side of things. And like really the only time you would ever have currency inside the Space Union is if you were on leave and wanted to buy commodities for yourself. That's really all it is. It's for commodities, nothing. You can live your entire life without ever having a single credit to your name.
And I mean
still live fairly comfortably.
And I know we're talking about Cosmo Voyage, but what commodities would I need? I could just have everything that I want made.
True. The fabricators are generally exclusive to the Space Union.
Okay.
Or to different research grants and stuff like that. Not individuals can't own the fabricators other than a food fabricator. But it still has your more basic recipes and stuff like that. So there is still a neat, like, you can go your whole life living comfortably without ever doing anything, but most people end up finding a drive to want to do something.
Mm-hmm.
And to like try different things, have their own sense of style and stuff like that. But there are several people that do live their whole life without ever doing a single thing.
The fabricator would be a commodity. You are correct, Kat. Yes.
Yeah.
But you don't have to have one. It isn't a requirement. It's not something that is it's more of a desire to try and acquire.
Right. So like the fabricators that housing generally has are just your basic ones where it can make basic meals. So for the people that are fine eating peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for their entire life and drinking water. But some people like things with a bit more flavor and
Yep.
clothes that aren't just very bland and basic colors with no designs whatsoever. So I
Yep.
mean that goes back to where status is king. Generally, the nicer stuff you have, the more you've done with your life, the higher your status.
Yep. So, but yeah, so I'm walking through town and I mean,
Are your parents alive or no?
no, they are dead.
Okay.
They died in a car crash when I was 16.
Gotcha.
Or well, an
Um,
auto. I guess it's not a car; it's a transportation incident.
yeah. So, gotcha.
And yeah,
Yes, he was
I'm
the last
on.
of his line.
Yeah,
Well, that's pretty much why there wasn't anyone to pick you up because you don't have a family.
yeah,
Who would they have informed? They arrested your entire crew.
yeah. So yeah, I'm literally dropped off to
Your hometown. That's why they dropped you
hometown,
off here.
and yeah, fuck it. I want a beer. Let's go to the nearest bar.
Okay. Um, what kind? Well, I mean, I guess you're going to a pretty basic bar since you don't have any money.
I mean, I'm assuming I'm clean because
Yeah.
of being shit shower and shaved because I was in prison.
Right, but you don't have money, so
Yeah. No, I'm just basic needs as far as I'm bathed, the clothes I'm wearing technically are clean.
yeah. Bones, was it in like one of the hyper lanes? Was it in one of the? Was it like a manual driving car? Because those do still exist. Just because some people like that kind of thing. Again,
No,
commodities.
it was a generalized transport. It was something went wrong and it was my parents were one of
Mechanical
many.
failure.
Yeah, one of many that perished in a transportation incident.
Gotcha. Which is very rare.
Yes, it was a freak accident. The only reason I wasn't on it is because I missed it because I dropped something and turned around and the doors closed.
Gotcha.
It's sad I'm making this up on the spot.
No, I'm making up most everything on the spot as well.
I mean, I know, but like I get that like your entire backstory is
Yeah.
simply unlubricated monocle. Would that be something big you need to raise some money and obtain?
Yes. Very basic glasses could be attained, but not like something fancy with like a monocle. Especially not something single use. That's weird. Anyways. So you go into a bar. You probably went to this bar sometime in the past before you were really basically right before you joined the Space Union Navy. Before you had any status or currency.
Mm-hmm.
Um Barkeeper there and he goes, what'll it be?
I'll have. What can I get?
He goes, it's your basic bar. I mean, you can have stouts, lagers, vodka, whiskey. It's just not going to be great. It'll be like standard stuff.
I'll have a I'll have a lager.
He pours you a pint, sets in front of you, and he goes, so what's your story?
I just got out of prison.
So that explains the unique clothing put in a baseline bar.
Yeah, I just spent 3 years in prison, so
And it's, damn, what'd they pinch you for?
Smuggling.
Because I wouldn't be too loud about that if I were you.
I mean, that's didn't say I still am. That's just
Because
what it was.
I understand, but keep in mind, status is still everything, and just because you may not actually have status, your clothes make that implication. So, something to keep in mind.
Thank you for the tip.
You're welcome. He says, so what are your plans for the future?
Not a clue. Living day by day now.
Fair enough. Well, there is there's some openings at the local power plant. If that's something you wanted to get into, getting into an honest living, because, or, you can always find shady characters.
Look around. I'm the only person in here. I see no shady characters. So I guess you're talking about me.
Says, man that's been in the corner over there must not have seen him. There's a man sitting there. He's got like basically jeans, brown leather jacket, and a cowboy hat that's like brim over his eyes. In the very corner. It is a dark corner, mind you, but just sitting there with his legs propped up on the table.
You know what? Fuck it. I'll go say hi.
You go down and you sit in front of him. He says, what do you want?
Hi.
He says, hello.
What are you doing?
He says, sitting here minding my own business.
Well, it looks like you just needed some company.
Says, if I wanted company, probably would have joined you up there by the bar. Says, but since you're here, guess conversation's not the worst thing in the world today.
True, you may have wanted the conversation. You may have, if you wanted to talk to me, you would have came up to the bar. Unless there was a conversation you didn't want other people having that started.
All right, I'll hear you out. So what's your interest there?
Well, I mean, as you can tell by, I guess, the attire, I would like to get some prestige back so I can get things.
Says, I understand. He says, so what'd you do previously to get the status that you had to get those clothes? Or was that a credit purchase?
Credit?
Well, I mean, that's what it's called. It's called uh, Universal Union Secured Credit, so UUSU or UUSC.
So basically,
Universal Union Secured Credits.
So it was a credit purchase, but the purchase was not done with legally obtained funds.
I understand. I get what you're putting down. Does yes. Well, what's your name there?
Cedu. Theodore Cedu Blasian the 12th. People just call me Cedu.
It's all right, Sidu. Nice to meet you. Yes. Name is Martin. Martin Cashin.
Nice to meet you, Martin. Wait a minute, Cashin. A relative of yours? It's in
Goes. Says, perhaps a long time ago. It's not technically my legal name anymore, but name's all a man's got, so I still use it.
Okay. see what you did there.
Because I was disowned quite a while ago. So
Makes you feel
by
any
blood,
better?
by blood, yes. By status standards, no. I'm not related to them.
Makes you feel any better? My parents died when I was 16.
Said at least yours died on you. Mine abandoned me.
Well, family is what you make of it. They don't have to be blood related.
That is true. Says, like I said, it still hurts whenever your family tells you that you're no longer one of them, you're no longer accepted.
I understand. I get it.
Because especially when you fall from a family of such high prestige.
Get it. My family were they were of the mogul type in the material industry, so I understand.
Yeah, you do. Because if you check the Cashin family records, it just says I died about 22 years ago.
Oh, seems like it's their loss.
Yes. Yeah. No. But anyways, down to business. So what's your specialty?
Smuggling.
What part of the crew were you?
Generally, just the grunt.
Recovery,
But I was more
security.
security and well, point, I guess. I wasn't captain, but I was basically, with my 11 years in the Space Union, they used my training to their advantage.
So when you say security, you didn't mean like taking out security systems. You meant that you're basically
I was hired gun.
gotcha. Forward scouting.
Yes, basically.
He goes, damn, that's why you got pinched so hard.
Yeah, it wasn't fun. I spent 3 years staring at a wall.
Damn. Those black sites are a bitch, huh?
If it was a black site, fuck if I know. I assume as much. I was taken there in a fucking burlap sack.
Yep, that's black site. Says, all right. So let me get this straight. You've been out for what? Maybe a couple hours? The first thing you want to do is get right back into what got you there in the first place.
I mean, I spent 5 years doing it and then another 3 behind bars. I got more enjoyment out of those 5 years smuggling shit than I did serving 11 years in the Space Union being some dog of the military.
He says, all right, well, I might have some use for you. He says, we may have a crew together. We report to someone else, but an off-site benefactor. But, you know, we got a crew. I might put in a good word for you. And he goes, just so you know, in any official capacity, last name's Paulson.
All right, Mr. Paulson. I'm not looking to run a crew. I'm just looking to make some money and have fun.
Tell you what, he slides a card across the table, goes, get yourself situated somewhere for a couple nights. Give me a call in about 2 days, and I'll see if I can get you on board.
Sounds good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I don't know why. It feels like thank yous and is required, but that's not something like they would say. I don't know. That feels too polite. Since it's text and talking, I can't do the the hand motion of like, and then just get up and walk away.
I mean, you can.
I guess I could just speak it. Yeah. I love having a rolly chair. That's an ass hammock. It's amazing.
Right. All right. So, where do you go from there?
From there, I'm gonna leave and I'm gonna go to a not run down, but not super swanky hotel, like just a average place that's well kept.
All right. You head to one, and you say, "How many?"
1, 2 nights.
1, 2 nights. All right. Ring it up and they go. Credits or payback?
Payback.
He goes, yeah. We can charge a debt to your credits account. It makes it harder to get into things like, makes it harder to get into housing for a bit, but generally something that people that may not have the credits can do. Very rare.
We'll go ahead and use. We'll use this first.
All
credits.
Right. All right. Do you have the 50 credits?
Well, I'm assuming that the dude just gave me money to be able to
He
put my.
He did. He gave you about 100 credits.
Yeah, about to say, hey, let me give you something to get yourself set up. That means, yeah, I acquired.
He gave you his card with his phone number on it, but yeah, there were 100 credits as well. You didn't know about the 100 credits till you check your thing just now, but
yeah, go ahead and use 50 credits of that to give myself a place to eat, sleep, and shit for the next 48 hours.
He goes, weird. Normally people that look like you that come to this hotel are normally straight out of prison.
Don't know what to tell you, bud.
Yes. Fair enough. Guess that's my bad for making an assumption.
Happens to the best of us.
Well, here's your room key. You're going to be staying on floor 22, room C.
Much obliged.
Have a good one. So you do know that the chargeback is a thing that's like a one-time usage for people that are just getting started. Or restarting, I guess. So.
I know now, yes.
Well, yeah, you do know now. But I'm saying, like, you had previous knowledge, but again, it's one of those things there, unless you use it, kind of slips the mind.
All right, thank you, Tammy.
Have a good one, Tammy.
Oh. No, drink something.
You also drink something, Tammy's.
Yeah.
And have a good one. Have a good drink.
You have a good beverage.
Oh, I think you could say that I recovered that nicely.
Sure. Yeah, go up, room. It's kind of, I mean, it's nothing to write home about.
No, I mean, it's like your standard hotel. One bed, not quite a queen, but it is a double. You know, it's got a tiny bathroom, and then, you know, like small closet, TV on the wall, little desk, paper, mini fridge with a mini bar.
Just to kind of put that in, also to kind of touch base with everything. If I'm staring off to the left, that's because normally Sibs is in front of me, but he is not currently because of the thing I showed off earlier.
Yeah.
This. So I have chat over here, Sibs over there, and this is here. So yeah,
Well, Tammy's is a good water.
better be good water.
I hope so.
I mean, yeah.
You can control Z in this program, by the way.
Yeah, I know. Okay, back to live scene. So yeah, that is why I'm having to be like, yeah, let's watch Sibs talk. Because normally I'm just like, yep, no, Sibs is there. Okay. No, I mean I could do this and be like, yeah. And technically that works because I am facing you.
They're used to it at this point because I normally keep you on the right when we're playing games. And well, I keep all my notes on the right, so they're used to it from me.
This works. It's almost like we're in the same room. Because I can
Almost
sit here like this, and I can look at the chair that is empty right there and imagine that you were there.
Yep. So, got 2 days to kill.
I'm just gonna go walk around.
All right.
I mean, I don't have the ability to operate a vehicle. I have a vehicle to operate, and I'm not gonna go waste credits on something because I'm 5 hours fresh out of prison. I haven't gotten to walk around outside for years. Yeah. Literally.
Yeah, you've only been able to pace around in your cell.
Yeah. So I remember from last time I was in the area where I'm at, there's a park not too far away, and I just want to go sit in a park.
All right, you do that. You go sit in a park. People walk by. It's a pretty nice day, actually. Birds chirping. Parks are a rare thing because they're like man-made parks. But, well, like obviously, but like normally they're like in the air now because of how super urban the entire planet's gotten. So yes. I'm just letting you know that.
Well, yeah, I would assume that the higher up you are off of the planet's surface, the wealthier you are.
Yes, but parks are public, but they have to be up higher just because of how urbanized things are. If they were on the ground, the shadow from all the buildings would kill off all the plants.
Mm.
There's very, 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 very few places that are on the ground that actually have plant life on Earth anymore.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's basically all landmass is covered with cities at this point. And they've had to make like artificial parks and stuff.
We're not getting all philosophical about parking in a sitway and sit in a parkway.
Why not?
I don't know, because I don't know.
Fair enough.
And so yeah, I'm just gonna sit here and relax for see what it's 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna sit here and relax for 5 hours.
All right.
And there's really not much I can get myself into without.
Some people look at you, wonder why you're just sitting in a park alone, but no one really comes and talks to you or anything like that.
It's fine by me. I'm enjoying the fact that I'm breathing fresh air.
I mean, there's plenty of plants around you, so you could argue that it's fresh.
Yeah, just enjoying the fact that I'm free.
Fair enough. So after 5 hours, you go back home?
No, there was this food place that looked like it was kind of interesting that I wanted to go try.
All right, how high end is it?
I'm in the fucking dumps, so it's not high end at all.
Well, the park's not in a dump, so that's what I was wondering.
Mm, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Like, how far down do you go to get to it?
It was 2 levels down because I think I'm 13 levels up in the air,
Mm-hmm.
and it was on level 2.
Okay. So it'll cost some credits, but really nothing.
Yeah, there was a sign that said like, all you can eat 5 credits.
Fair enough. You go there. It's kind of like a Cheddar's. They just got like a little bit of everything.
Mm-hmm.
Go in. They seat you, and they're like, "All right, 5 credits."
Well, I give them the card thing, and
All right.
leaves
Says
me.
enjoy. Goes enjoy. Stay as long as you need. Eat as much as you want.
See, one of the first things I see are these crab legs. And I haven't had crab legs in 5 years. So I just dive into these crab legs. Ooh. Dropping Skittles.
Yeah. All right. So you get those crab legs. They're good. I mean, they're not great, but they're good.
They're phenomenal for having crab legs in 5 years.
True. You've been used to like
Slop.
nutrition bricks
Yes.
and glasses of water.
You know, they weren't even glass. They were plastic or some clear material.
I mean, yeah. I guess I should say cups.
Yeah. And they were like, they had this 19th or 20th century meal option thing. Had this thing called like fettuccine alfredo. And it was
You're
like
gonna
these,
get that.
it's like these noodles. And it was these noodles covered in like this white sauce. And then you could have, they call it chicken on it.
You know what chicken is?
The chickens could have died out.
Yeah, but like, you've lived life a bit. You were a smuggler. You know what chicken and fettuccine alfredo is.
Me?
Not uneducated to the entire world.
No, but we're talking about a place that's a dump trying to market something that's where they're trying to make money. So just telling you what I see.
Yeah. Okay.
Whether or not I know about it or not.
Well, you're making it sound like you don't know what it is.
I mean, I may not.
You do.
I'm a fucking smuggler that got arrested 5 years into his career for hauling some sort of, who the fuck knows. I didn't even get a goddamn trial. I was just thrown in prison.
This is true. You basically showed up to the courtroom. They said guilty. Not actually, but yeah.
There was no courtroom. There was just burlap sack, and I'm in a jail cell.
I said not actually, but yeah, no. Like they raided your ship, took all of you all, and then burlap sacked you and sent you off.
Here's your sign.
It's like, well, they knew none of you were innocent. Why have a meaningless trial?
Oh God. So yeah, I eat, and I was pretty peckish. I engorged myself. I left there miserable.
Ate that much. All right.
It was first real meal in 3 years. So yeah, realize, oh God, I need to go lay down. So go back to the hotel
Yeah.
and just fall. Go up to the 24th floor, open room C, door shut, take a couple of steps, fall
Flop.
on the bed, and I'm out.
All right. You wake up the next morning. You feel better.
I go sit on the toilet and take a massive shit.
You do. You definitely know that you lost weight in that experience.
But it was so worth it.
Because it was an experience.
Yelp review 10 out of 10 would shit again. And from there, I mean, I got another day to kill.
Yep, you do have one more day to kill. You don't have to be super in depth. You can just give me a rough idea of what you're doing, as long as you have the money for it.
I'm gonna go to the power plant. I'm gonna go just because I want to have a moment of weakness and feel like that I probably shouldn't do what I'm about to do.
All right.
And so I'm gonna go investigate what the jobs are that are there.
He goes, all right. So, since you're just out of prison recently, what we could offer you would basically be what's a professional way of saying this? Supply delivery specialist.
Okay.
You carry shit from the warehouse and you bring it over to the reactors. Anything and everything that's needed. Pays 30 credits a week.
How many hours a day?
10. 4 days a week. It's not a bad wage, but it's not great. Definitely nowhere near what you were making smuggling.
No. I go over and sit down in a chair, and I have that whole inner monologue of, man, do I really want to risk going to prison again? I really want to risk everything to make the money where I could go have a super lavish lifestyle, have all the women I want? Or do I want to turn a new leaf and be like my ancestors and have an honest day's worth of work?
Only you can decide that. But it is certainly something to think about.
And as I'm sitting there, I see a cylindrical disc just kind of fall off of something, and one side is kind of like semi-polished and the other side is scratched. And
All right.
I decided to leave it up to chance. Scratched up side is smuggling, polished side is an honest man's work. grab it,
Alrighty.
I throw it in the air, roll a d20, and I get an 11. So it lands scratch side up.
So what, 10 and below is an honest life?
Yep. I don't have a D2, so I'm like, D20's here. So it's easy to split.
D2 is just a coin.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I do have a quarter over here. I could just be like, nah, and then tails, and it lands on tails. Son of a bitch! Look at that. I'm a smuggler. I stand up and I look the gentleman and I look gentleman in the eye and I shake his hand and I say, you know what? Thank you for the opportunity, but no, thank you.
Says, all right. Well, we're always hiring.
Absolutely. Have a good day.
He says you can do a lot worse than 30 credits a week.
Yeah. Could potentially do a lot better too.
Says, fair enough.
And I walk out, go back to the hotel and call it a day.
Alrighty. You call it a day. Did you keep that disc? It was just a washer.
Yes.
Okay. It's literally just like not a washer, but one side's really scratched.
Yep. Nope. That's going to become...
Has the hole in the middle and everything.
Yep. No, it's going to become my...
Your coin?
The coin /
Tough choice maker?
Tough choice maker / reminder of why I'm doing what I'm doing.
Gotcha. So...
Missed Smata doing a forced reroll. just for giggles, I rolled a nat 20.
Still smuggling.
Still smuggling. So, wake up the next day and head back to the bar because, well, I guess no. I'll wake up. I have breakfast at the hotel because they have some sort of concierge breakfast that day for my yeah. Fucking some fake ass eggs and some shitty ass pancakes, but what the fuck ever. It's breakfast.
No, this is an okay place. It's 25 credits a night. You stayed 2 nights, so I mean, it's actually decent. You got to think that honest work was 30 credits a week, which again is not bad.
Okay.
Yeah. Credits hold significantly more value than like dollars. So. You got to think 30 credits a week. You could eat at that all you could eat place 6 times a week.
It's true. But you also, it's like, but I digress.
Yeah.
Moving on. So I have my breakfast. I check out.
It's a lot when you consider that there's virtually no cost of living required.
Yeah. I check out. I thanked him for letting me stay there. And I walk outside and I notice that, how the fuck am I going to call this bastard? I don't have a phone.
Yeah, pretty much all you've got is like your little data pad that's used for personal logs and your credits.
I walk back inside the hotel and look at the dude and be like, say, so I need to make a phone call. It's been a hot minute since I've been around. Where can I go make a phone call?
Said, well, if you were still a paying guest, I could let you use the desk phone. He goes, you just checked out. He goes, just make it quick.
Okay. And grab the number. It's 555-123 9876.
Yeah. Something basic like that. Martin answers and he goes, I take it that means you're in.
I'm in.
Says, all right, meet me back at that bar in about 3 hours.
I'll be there. Hang up the phone. Thank the dude again for letting me use it. Head out and see, it's 9 a.m. I got
About 10.
10. I gotta kill time till 1. $45 credits to my name. I honestly have no idea what to do because everything's so different.
I mean, there's definitely things you can do. I mean, any kind of entertainment thing you can think of that we have now is definitely there and more.
I want to go see some titties. Where's the nearest titty bar?
There's one not too far from the bar.
We'll go ahead and go to what's the cover for the titty bar?
15 credits.
Titty bar worth.
But that's a all-inclusive titty bar.
All inclusive.
It's not a very high-end titty bar.
I mean, given the area, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, no, it's 15 credits and it's all inclusive. That's all it says.
You only live once. Fuck it.
All right, so now you've got 30 credits to your name. You walk in. It's a normal strip club. There's buffet. You pay the man.
I just ate breakfast.
There's people dancing. Well, yeah, but there's a buffet. It's included.
Yeah. I look over at the buffet and there's some chicken wings, some mac and cheese,
meatballs,
some little weenies wrapped in bacon, barbecue sauce, and crab legs of all things. But these look like really shitty crab legs. I don't want
They're
those.
not great.
They don't look. They don't look good.
Nothing on there looks great.
I'd grab a couple of the bacon wrap weenies, and they had some blue. They called it blue Jello. I don't really know if it's actually Jello, but we'll see. It's a vanilla pudding.
I mean, Jello's blue raspberry flavored. It's got a kind of weird texture, but it's still decent. Its flavor is okay. I mean, it's got a weird texture for Jello.
Yeah, it's old Jello.
You ever go to like one of the Chinese restaurants and like the Jello has kind of like a chalky-ish aftertaste?
Yes.
But the flavor's really good.
Yes.
Yeah, it's basically that.
It's a Chinese buffet, but it's American and everything's cheap as fuck.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying is that it's the cheap ass Jello.
It's the off-brand Jello.
That's a little bit older than it probably should be.
Its end date was 2152. And so I sit down. I don't sit down in a booth. I sit down at a table in the middle because I don't want to be all up on the the stage, and I don't want to be cornered in a booth.
Fair enough. So you're kind of somewhat close to the stage, but not
Like just kind
really.
of middle of the area. It's open enough to where I know from just relying on my previous experience of what I've done, I want to be in an open area just in case something goes wrong.
Fair enough. There's someone dancing, in your standard strip club titty bar.
Titties. Come on, titties.
They're not supermodel, but it's not the worst strip club you've been in.
Hey, at least they're clean. Bathed, at least.
Yes.
Otherwise, no.
No.
Probably not. And that's okay. And, you know,
How long do you spend in there? The full 3 hours?
no, I sit there for about an hour. I eat my bacon wrap weenies, and those are pretty good, actually. I
They're
get up.
not. They're surprisingly good for how bad they look.
Yeah. I get up and have a good, like, 10 or 15 more of those little bastards. The pudding was terrible. It just tasted like fucking chalk.
It had like the consistency of marshmallow fluff
Yeah, it's
as
bad.
well, so it's like really sticky.
It's just bad. It's all around bad.
Yeah.
So, spend about an hour and a half there relaxing, just kind of enjoying. And same dancer comes up as I'm leaving, and I tip her 5 credits and tell her that I hope she has an amazing day, and leave.
Alrighty. So what do you do for the next 2 hours?
You mean hour and a half?
Yeah, hour and a half.
I am gonna I'm gonna go sit at the park again.
Park again?
Yep.
All right.
I know it takes about 15 minutes to get there.
Yeah, about 15, 20 minutes to get there.
And I sit down for 25 minutes. Just enjoying the view, remembering the shit from back when I was a kid, before I joined the Space Union. Why is this music so fucking fitting for reminiscing about the backstory of shit? This is really weird.
Oh, right?
I was like, the fuck, this music. I mean, thank you, Spotify, but oh my god. It's terrible. It's amazing. I just realized I should have named my character something else.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it begins with the J. We'll call him, King from the I like to move it. Because then someone can't get angry because we said the name. But
Jesus.
Look down, see that it's 12:25, and okay, or 12:35. I get up, head my way back down to the ground level, and walk into the bar.
Martin's sitting there and goes, man who's early, even if it is only by 5 minutes. I like that.
So where's everyone? What do we got going on?
It says, well, first things first, you're in. About to take you out there. But just know, You're gonna be running point there for a bit, scouting again.
Okay.
Says maybe you'll move up, maybe you'll get caught, but it's what you're gonna be starting at. You have the opportunity to move up into a better position.
Sounds good to me.
Alrighty. He tosses something over to the barkeep and goes, "All right, come with me."
So
And
I follow Martin.
he takes you about 2 floors down into like a parking garage. And he's got a classic Mercury Cougar, like 70s. No, not Cougar, not Mercury Cougar. What am I thinking of?
I don't know. You're talking about 70s, like as in the 1970s?
Yes.
All right then.
It's it's a Mercury Monarch. No, Mercury Cyclone. GT, 1971 Mercury Cyclone GT.
Interesting that you just randomly picked that the ship's name was going to be Cyclone.
I know, and I did not pick those based off each other. But when I was looking at the Mercuries, I was like, oh god, the Cyclone looks closest to what I'm picturing.
Fuck it. Sit in the passenger seat and be like, and just like, damn, Martin, it's a nice ride.
He goes, yeah, and it was a bitch to get running in today's society.
I mean, yeah, they don't even use gasoline
No.
anymore. What the fuck's this? What is this thing running off of?
In a nutshell, shit ton of alcohol.
We have an abundance of that.
It was, yeah, it's cheap as dirt.
Neat. Okay.
Turns the key, revs up. It feels, I mean, it obviously has a bit more power than it would have originally, but
Basically running off nitromethane based for all intents and purposes. Yeah. Jesus fuck.
oh, we're playing Minecraft next time we play a game.
Yay. Okay.
Well,
Now,
Tammy's, just so you know, it's gonna be modded.
it will be, yeah, it absolutely will be a modded Minecraft.
Nope.
And since you only play on Switch, I
was thinking like all the mod 6 maybe. Something with power so we can do interesting stuff like that. Oh, well, yeah, I guess it would be up to Tammy's.
yeah.
Anyway, he drives you out to somewhere really far out, like run down parts of like the skylines, basically, like not very tall buildings or anything like that. And mostly abandoned.
Okay.
He stops at this one larger building, pulls it into the garage. There are a bunch of other classic cars, like there's 60s Mustangs, 60s Camaros, something called a Mazda RX-7.
And so since she's not sure of what mod pack, ATM6 it is.
Yep. Even though ATM7 is out, I like ATM6 better.
So yeah,
You can if you want to. But yeah, there's basically a bunch of classic cars, probably a good 15, 20.
But yeah, if you can't make up your mind, Tammy's, um, we'll use ATM6. If you decide you want something specific, let us know.
Just let us know.
So yeah, pull in. There's a bunch of classic cars and shit to oogle at because they're in like fucking pristine condition.
Mm-hmm. And you see that there is a basically there's a fabricator pouring out alcohol in a distillery to bump up the alcohol percentage, and then like a big storage tank for it.
Oh, no wonder why it's cheap. Look over at Martin. No wonder why it's cheap as dirt. You're fabricating it.
Says, I mean, yeah, because
I
but fabricators ain't cheap.
true. This is true.
He says, especially not ones that can make already kind of high proof alcohols.
Yeah. Well, let's be honest. I'm not dumb. I wasn't born yesterday. There's more credits in this building that all the vehicles in this building could buy a pretty massive ship.
He goes, oh yeah, it could, but remember, status is king.
Oh yeah, no, I'm
He goes,
just saying.
he says, in a big flashy ship, man, that gets you a bunch of status, but it also gets you looked into pretty hard. He goes, these things, you can find them at junkyards, fix them up. Yeah, they definitely have some status, but nothing too obvious, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah, no, I just mean
They'll
there's just
look
a lot
into
of
it,
money.
see that it was junked, and then fixed up.
Yeah, they don't look at it beyond that. I get it.
Yeah, nothing else is traceable beyond that.
And they're less
Oh, go ahead.
and they're less likely to say open the trunk.
Says we don't keep anything in the trunks. When we're driving these, we're running clean. Says these are just for fun and transportation.
That RX-7 definitely grabs my attention. I won't lie.
He goes, oh yeah, that one swapped out for a 3-rotor, turboed. It's got some power to it.
It's gotta be fun.
He goes, oh yeah, maybe if you prove yourself enough, I'll let you drive it.
It'll be an honor if you do. If not, maybe I'll just have to get one of my own. Even though, oh, I mean, I guess you could fabricate the fiberglass that body's made out of.
He goes, yeah, but we don't have a fiberglass fabricator. All of this is original.
Oh, shit. Okay. Then.
On the RX-7, at least. There's some reproductions in some of the other ones, but that RX-7's all original, baby.
Damn. Okay.
Says these cars are owned by the organization, but you do have to get some standing with them before they'll let you drive any of them. He goes, in the RX-7, well, not even I'm allowed to drive it, really. Driven it once, but I don't get to keep the keys to it.
Damn, that's someone's pride and joy then.
He goes, what do you expect?
Not
It's hard to
much
keep
else.
the car. Says it's hard to keep a car in mint status for 1,500 years or so.
Yeah. What's that? That's a 1993?
95.
95? What year is it?
3455. So it's 1,460 years old.
Jesus. That's interesting. Man, that must have been kept. You know what? I'm not going to put too much thought into that.
He goes, I wouldn't. I tried looking into it, couldn't find much.
Fiberglass doesn't last 1,500 years, so I'm not looking into it.
He says, I don't know him, but found another one with thrashed fiberglass. We looked into it. All the numbers are matching, and the process matches what it would have been like from the year. So I don't understand it, but it's even original fiberglass. I don't know how it was preserved this well.
Okay.
Fuck you, Bones.
What?
That makes it even more valuable now, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's only one way.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
What are
resin
you
that
thinking?
well, using logic, the resin
Mhm.
that holds together the shards of fiberglass has a half-life of only like 800 years.
Mhm.
The only way that that could be original and be in that great a shape is if it's not 1500 years old. In actuality, and what I mean by that is time travel.
It's possible.
It's 1500 years in the future. We don't know.
Well, it's possible. You've never heard anything about time travel being done successfully.
No, yeah, no, I'm
Yeah.
totally talking out
Yeah.
of. Yeah. No, I'm just like, oh, 1500 years. Resin. Resin doesn't last that long. Glass would, because that's just liquefied sand.
Yeah.
Resin, no. No. There would be no body. There would be like RX-7 fiberglass. That's not a material that's used anymore. They accelerated it to 99.99% of the speed of light.
There's kind of another way, but anyways.
So yes. So yeah. Get pulled up in and yeah. So I guess I need to meet the crew? Question mark?
Well, it wouldn't be half-life because resin's not radioactive.
No, I guess that's not the correct term to use.
Yeah. Oxidization, I guess, would be kind of it.
Hmm. Oh yeah. 20 plus years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, so whatever. That's an enigma wrapped in a terrible equation.
It is. There are very few ways that could possibly last that long. It is possible. Yes. But it would have to be kept like to a T.
It'd have to be kept in like I mean, you could potentially store it in a vacuum. No, because it's not going to change the fact that it aged. It's still going to age no matter what. The only way you get around aging something, and if it's original, like from Mazda.
There are ways to restore resin. Because resin on boats typically lasts, or fiberglass, sorry. There's ways to restore fiberglass and keep it. Generally, it lasts about 15 years, but on boats, it can be kept for 50 plus years if it's maintained properly.
50 years and 1500 years.
That's why I'm saying it has to be done to a T.
Yeah.
So that puts that much more value into it.
I mean, true. Yes. Either way. So,
But
yeah.
again, that's also boats. So.
So, yeah. Moving on.
Fuck you, I'm the DM. It's going to be an enigma. They know it's the original resin because of the cellular structure and carbon dating.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I went ahead and like minimized the paint application since we're not using it, so I can move things back to the way they were. So yeah, so they so what's there? So we parked, of course, and I got out, and I went and looked at. So while I was basically talking about the RX-7, I went around and looked at it and looked at all of the other cars.
The RX-7 is the cleanest out of all of them.
Yeah, like it's absolutely like showroom brand new quality. Like it
looks like it just rolled off the factory line.
Yeah, it was just rolled off the assembly line. Well,
but you looked at the numbers on the panels and everything, and the stamps match up perfectly.
Like, okay, this isn't it.
Same font, everything.
Like, scratch my head and look at Martin and be like, dude, this is an enigma wrapped in a fucking solution shoved up someone's fucking weird vacuum sealed keister, because that makes no sense. But you know what? I'm not gonna question it.
Says, I don't know either, man. I've been trying to figure it out, racked my brain around it. The only thing I can figure out is that it must have been handed down to specific people that kept up maintenance constantly.
At 99% of the speed of light, it would only be experienced 14 years, while we would have experienced 1 millennium. Okay, so it would be, so it if that was the case. But see, the thing is that's assuming that in 1995
there was a way to move it at 99.99% of the speed of light,
and there wasn't. So the only way you could do that
is physically maintaining it.
Or if you could, like, if let's say, going back to the time travel theory, just for giggles, if we could time travel but objects could not, like we could go back in time with the knowledge of how to make something that travels at 99% of the speed of light, make it go towards its destination, jump back forward in time, and go intercept our object 15 or 1400 years into the future, and it had only experienced, because if it's 14 years at a millennium, we'll just say 15 to call it a 1500 years to make it easy. So 1.5 millennium, that is 21 years of degradation. You would have to source a lot of stuff, which is going to be really fucking hard, because a lot of this shit isn't going to stand up to the test of time. But that makes it plausible.
Yeah.
Without physically going back in time, grabbing one as it rolled off the assembly line in Japan.
Or again, like absolutely never driving it and just constantly keeping up maintenance on it and renewing the fiberglass.
Yeah, but even then, if is it original paint?
No, it's not original paint.
Okay. Because if it's original paint, no, that you're done.
It's original parts.
It's original parts. So it's been repainted. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Either way, moving on.
It's actually just raw fiberglass right now.
Oh. Okay, so it's basically like,
it's unpainted.
It's milky white.
Yeah.
All these numbers in math. This is nothing. That's not even math. That's easy. If you go 14 years.
It's only clear coated. That's the only thing that's on it is clear coat.
I mean, you wouldn't need a clear coat fiberglass. It doesn't rust. It doesn't oxidize that way.
That's true. So yeah, no, it's just
If it's raw fiberglass, it's gonna oxidize the same way no matter what if you put clear coat on it or not, because it's fiberglass. It's not solid. It's porous.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's just the raw fiberglass.
I don't understand where you're getting all these numbers in math. 99.99% of the speed of light. That's just saying it's basically moving at the speed of light. So it's kind of a red
1.5 times half of 14 is
which is
7, which would be 21.
There you go. That's not really a lot of math. The 99.99% is technically a red herring. It doesn't matter that it's moving at that. 14 years, that means if it's traveled 1,000, if it's experienced 1,000 years, that's only experienced 14 years. So we know that we're
now 15... keep in mind a vacuum chamber would actually extend the life because there wouldn't be anything to cause oxidation on the fiberglass.
True, but that doesn't change the fact that it ages.
True, but it wouldn't oxidize.
I mean, sure, rubber still dry rots even though if it's it doesn't have to be experiencing.
The tires aren't original.
But no, seals, everything else within the motor. There's granted that stuff could be.
Stuff could be replaced and it would still be considered all original.
It only
like if you have an all original like 69 Mustang, you're not going to expect it to have the original air filter or the original oil filter.
That's what all original means there, bud. All original is all original. So you go to a Barrett-Jackson auction and you buy an all original car, that means all original. That's manufacturer's parts from the assembly line.
Gotcha.
That is what that means.
It's not all original then. It's just all non-replaceable or all non-consumable parts are original.
The body and what the body panels and the fiberglass chassis are original.
Yeah, and the engine and the transmission.
Yeah.
Everything except for stuff that has to be replaced.
Rubber apex seals, they're gone. Any of the gaskets that are holding them, they're gone. They've dry rotted. They're gone. Those will have to be reprinted.
Those things are replaced, but otherwise it's all original.
Yeah. Either way, moving on, because there's nothing we're going to gain from this.
20 minutes talking about a car that it really doesn't matter. It's still
something.
Mindfuck.
I mean, but the thing is it lays the groundwork for something that I can figure out later. Because that's going to play a key. The reason why you said it is because it's going to play a key point sometime later in the story.
Essentially.
Unless you forget about it, that's like a key thing. Like, this car does not make sense.
Other than consumables, it's all original.
Yeah. This car does not make sense given the period of time in which the time that has transgressed since its creation.
Correct.
So, yes.
Correct.
Something is weird about this car, and we don't know what it is, so that means it's something that needs to be figured out. All right, well,
have a good night, Tammys. Thank you.
Bye, Tammys. Thank you
for joining in. We appreciate you.
Absolutely. Go enjoy some sleep. So yes.
Martin does say, and he goes, as far as I can figure out, there's just someone that kept refurbishing the fiberglass over and over again all these years.
Okay. I mean, that's awesome. But so cool. So awesome extensive car collection. Like I mean, it's one of those things of would love to, refurbish cars and everything else too. So yeah.
He goes, absolutely. Let's go meet the crew. So you go into the room. There's 4 people sitting there. And there's like a paper dossier in the middle.
Okay.
So 6 people in total, including you and Martin. First person introduces herself. She goes by Jessie um, Cromwell. She's the pilot.
Okay. Toilet, huh? Toilet?
Toilet.
Toilet?
You have George Masterson. He runs the alarms, like taking down alarms. Yeah.
Basic. Okay.
Yeah.
You're like alarms. He runs alarms, so he turns them on? It's not a good thing.
You've got
got very Ocean's 11 vibes here there, by the way.
Yeah.
Lucas Martz. His name is Lucas Martz.
Why Martz?
Lucas Arts. George Lucas.
Oh yeah. Lucas Martz. He's a safe cracker.
And
which is only slightly different than security systems, but
he's Lucas Martz specifically. He cracks cases. He cracks safes.
Yeah, he gets doors unlocked, whereas George Masterson keeps the alarms from going off.
What the fuck is this shit? Are we gonna go heist a fucking casino? Sorry. George Masterson? I mean, so yeah, so is Martin, I know I'm point because I'm doing recon. Okay, logistics. Okay.
He's the leader
so
on the on-ship crew.
He's
Ocean.
Oh my god.
He's kind of like Frank Ocean.
The fact that this is turning into Ocean's 11 is hilarious.
But remember the guy that funded that heist and everything?
Yeah.
You don't know who that guy is.
Yeah, he's the benefactor. Yep.
You don't know who the benefactor is.
And that's fine.
So, and then finally, you've
never seen the dude. I wouldn't
the originals. Don't watch the new ones.
Yeah, the Ocean's 11, Ocean's 12,
and Ocean's 13.
Ocean's 8. Don't waste your time. It's a ripoff. It's terrible.
Yeah.
Pierce Bronson.
Pierce Bronson, and he basically runs maintenance.
I don't know. I thought of the British guy for Pierce. The can't think of his name. Wait, we might have to change that name. Yeah, we can't use Pierce Bronson.
Oh, okay.
That's literally the dude that played Bond.
Pierce Branston.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute, hold on. Why does that sound? Oh, I was thinking Piers Morgan. British broadcaster Piers Morgan.
Gotcha. Well, Pierce Branston is who it is.
Yep, maintenance. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, don't want to do. No.
So, and Jessie is female. She's the only female on the crew.
I mean, you did say she, so.
Yeah, I'm just making sure that's known.
Yeah. To show you what I mean. Open image in new tab. This is Pierce Bronston. We can't use Bond. Nope.
Nah.
Nope. Sorry. Nope. Not a good idea.
All right. Anyways. So Martin basically says, all right, guys, this is Sea-Doo. He's going to be joining us as the new forward scout.
What's up?
I'm reading what you're.
It was something that I explained already that I totally forgot to
Okay.
put in, so it's not changing anything that's happened now.
Yeah. Okay. Jesse goes, "You sure we can trust this guy? He doesn't look like he knows what he's doing." Martin just says, "He's good for it. He ran some smuggling for 5 years."
Meat shield wretch. Yeah,
Anyways.
that's something you already knew. I just realized I forgot
Yeah.
to type it out.
Yeah, that's fine. All right. So Martin says,
So Martin, I noticed that there is a few firearms,
"Yeah."
and because that's my background, this is what I do. I grab one and I ask, "Is there anything safe to shoot at that I don't have to worry about? Or where could we go?"
Says, "Not here." It says, "You're just gonna have to learn on the fly. We don't have a shooting range or anything like that."
So I couldn't go outside and show off skills.
He says, "I wouldn't. This neighborhood may be abandoned, but that'll still draw attention that we don't want."
Okay, never mind.
He just says, "Look, guys, I understand he's unproven to us. If he fucks up this first mission, he's out. Plain as day. Already gotten approval from the boss, so the boss has vetted him. So that's what we're going off of." And then Masterson basically goes, "The boss approved him. Good enough for me." So then they start going over the dossier, and he goes, "All right. So basically, we're going to be running a very simple in and out silence, no alarms going off, hopefully, no casualties." He looks over at you and he goes, "Because casualties draw attention."
I don't want to. I don't want to kill anyone. Okay.
He says, "We're going to raid a small research facility on the other side of the planet. 3 packages, in, out. Cut and dry."
Raid. I raid. Okay. So what's target?
Goes, he goes, "I'll grab the packages. I'll keep 2 on me, 1 on you."
Okay.
Said, "It's all I need to know, and currently, you don't need to know."
Okay. Fine by me. Do I need to
All right.
worry? Actually, one question. Not about what it is. Do I need to worry about it being jostled around?
Says, "No, I'll take care of all that." All right. So let's get on the Cyclone and let's get going. And by the way, after this, it'll be the last time we're on Earth for a while.
Okay. I got nothing holding me here, so that's fine.
And he says, "Don't worry, our guy will keep up all the cars." He says to the other guys, and to let you know, he goes, "We got a guy for that." So you all get on the Cyclone. It's an okay sized ship. I mean, you can definitely go in and out of Atmo, no problem. Uh, it does have, you know, 6 bedrooms. Well, 6 bunks. Not really bedrooms. Bathroom, small mess hall. It's not very large. And then a good amount of cargo space to it in the back. So, uh, he takes it. Sorry. Jesse pilots it, takes you all to literally the other side of the planet, somewhere in the former Ukraine.
Okay.
Since everything's all one big planetary government now, there's not really countries.
Correct.
So somewhere in the former Ukraine, he lands in basically another she my bad. She lands in another basically abandoned neighborhood. Not as abandoned as the one you all came from, but still there's not many people here. And Martin says, "All right, about a 15-mile hike to where we need to get to. But we're gonna," he says, "we're gonna go through the abandoned building so that we can cover ground without being seen on anything." Says 15 miles draws us way far from suspicion. So goes, "Grab what you think you'll need. We start walking in 15 minutes.
And so what do I see around me from where we're at?
So there is like a gear area and like the cargo area. Everyone's got their own lockers, and then there's the locker that he tells you can use. It just say as J dot, so just first initial, J dot Peterson.
Look at it. Assuming Peterson's the last guy that was here.
Yeah, Justin.
Okay.
You open up his locker. Basically, I guess you grab his kit. It's got a couple of silenced weapons, binoculars, things to suppress footprints, stuff like that.
Now, since you want to have me running point, I'm assuming I'm going to be running ahead of you to take a look and see what we have out in front of us.
He says, at a certain point, yes. Also, everything's like very compact, so it's all like unfoldable stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not going to be noticeable on your persons, and it can all fit in your backpack. He says, once we get closer, yes. He goes, but the first 14 miles or so, it's going to be easy going. We'll just stay as a group.
Okay.
Other than Jesse here, who's going to stay with the ship.
That makes sense.
And basically run comms between all of us.
Also, yeah, looking, what should I be using for comms?
There's a like earpiece in there.
Okay, didn't find anything, so let me take another look. Oh, okay, I found it.
Yep. He goes, all right. So Jesse, get comms up. Alert us once you have all that up and running. We'll start making our journey. Jesse just back up. Martin says, you got it. And then starts setting things up. There's like a collapsible, like long range comms array that she starts assembling.
What does the outfits
By long range, I mean like a few miles, like 100, 200 miles.
Yeah. By what do the outfits look like compared to the environment in which we're in?
Um, they match. Basically, like there was already clothes in there that kind of match what people around this area would be wearing. It's all very gray and monotone.
Okay.
Cargo pants, t-shirt.
No camo in the jungle. I mean, depending on the part of the what would be the former Ukraine, that would make sense.
It's not natural land anymore, remember? It's all urbanized.
Oh, that's true. Good point. Jay. So it's all gray.
Basically.
Okay.
So you all start trekking. It takes you all. Comms come up in about an hour or so. Jesse checks in with everyone. No issues there. It takes you all about 4 hours to get to the 14-mile mark. You all aren't going super fast or anything, but you all aren't going slow either. So, like I said, about 3-4 hours roughly. And he goes, all right. Sea-Doo, why don't you go ahead and start scouting forward about 300-400 meters. Keep an eye out on anything. Goes, once you start seeing the signs for, no authorized personnel, slow down there and wait for us.
Okay. 10-4, good buddy. 10-4. Yeah, I go ahead and run forward, and about every 50 meters or so, I stop and scan the horizon, and with binoculars and everything to make sure that I'm not seeing anyone patrolling or if anyone is,
Yeah. It's I should reiterate, it does have a binocular feature, but you all are inside a building because I mean it's urbanized.
Oh,
So but it's got things like thermal, night vision, things like that into it as well. But it can also serve as binoculars.
okay.
Just letting you know, so you can tell if people are patrolling on like thermals and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, doing a thermal
And
scan every. What steps are you not taking to stand out as sus yourself? By just walking, nonchalantly walking. I'm not in a
sprinting.
I'm not in a crouched position, walking, bringing attention to myself. I'm just walking, and then I just happen to look around the environment around me, and I find a place that is somewhat secluded so I can pull said binoculars out and scan with thermal imaging without much concern. I'm not gonna stand in the middle of the street and be like, oh my god, look, there's thermal people over there. You can't see me because I'm standing still. They are not T-Rexes. This is not Jurassic Park.
You get to an area and you start seeing signs that say unauthorized person, no unauthorized personnel ahead.
And so I radio back, hey, I'm about 1,100 kilometers away from you, and I've just seen my first unauthorized personnel. No unauthorized personnel sign ahead.
1,100 kilometers?
Is it 1,100? Sorry, 1,100 meters.
Well, you all were only like half a mile, or a mile away. So yeah, I guess that's feasible. And goes, all right, try and find like a bench or something where like you could take a rest and not be noticed, and then also try and locate some systems panels or something.
Okay. Find a there's like this alcove area where there's like a it's not really a bench, but it's just kind of like this spot where you could just basically sit. And
Mhm.
in that alcove, there happens to be a security panel.
I mean, not. No, there's not a security panel for the research facility in the alcove.
No, but there's a panel for
You
there's
gotta think, I give environmental stuff. I'm the DM
fuck it.
here.
Fuck it. You're asking where this is what I see. Shit,
No, I'm
bitch.
asking where you go and like what you do.
Well, I did this and this is what I see.
You do find the alcove, but there's definitely no security panel there.
Fuck. Fine. There's a place to sit down. It's a bench that has an anti-homeless feature. Ah, back scratchers. Yes. uh so
All right.
if I'm scanning, how am I not supposed to be able to say that there's not something there? Because if I'm looking for something, I have to be able to find it.
Right. So they're basically saying get out of view and then start scouting down the hallway trying to find where the systems panel would be. Locate that.
Okay. So then I find the alcove and I start scouting. And then what do I find, Mr. DM?
Well, how are you scanning looking for the security panel that's ahead of you down the hallway?
Well, I have two eyeballs. I have thermal imaging and I have the x-rays. And when I use the x-rays, I see there's a bunch of bright, shiny strings.
Okay, there you go. That's how you do it. You're not going to find a security panel
Hey,
for a research facility in a random fucking alleyway.
if you're seeking, you have to be able to find.
Damn.
So yes, about 20 meters in front of me, there's a just like what appears to be a bundle of wires running close to the edge of a wall.
Yep, so there are wires there. There's not a panel there, but there are wires, and they are running towards like a couple of different areas. But you've spotted the wires,
Yeah,
so
they're running away from me, but towards the general direction of the facility.
yeah. So you're about 100 meters, 150 meters away from the entrance. There are some wires there. When you're scouting, you do find that the panel is about. That's a good place that you can splice in. It's still about a good 50 meters from the door.
Okay. I relay that information back to Martin.
Yeah, well, the whole team can hear you.
I
It's
guess
open
that's true.
comms between
Yeah.
everyone. So you relay that information. He says, "Good work there. Remember, I'll tell you what you find and where. You
Whatever.
just tell me your actions."
And yes, you have been playing it wrong. You have to be able to find the hiders. That's the whole point. You want to find the people that are hiding.
No, you go inside and you get the best ice cream flavors for yourself.
Exhibit A.
The best popsicle flavor for yourself. Then you start looking. You want that blue popsicle? Hide and seek's the best time to go get it.
That's true. Speaking of that, I'll be right back.
Oh man, so how's everyone doing? Hope you all are doing all right tonight.
I didn't have blue. I have red and white.
I have the white one.
You're 9 hours away.
Toss it. Here, I'll stick my hand out the window. Just toss it to me.
These are like the good ones too. They're the Italian shaved ice ones.
Nice.
Oh, so fucking good.
Anyways, so you spot the panel to splice into, and after about 20 minutes or so, everybody catches up to you. And Masterson goes, "All right, so I can splice in over there, but oh man, that's going to be out in the open. I could get spotted so easily if I spliced in there." Um,
Would you like me to try and get closer to see if we can find somewhere else?
he says, "Yeah, try not to be seen or anything like that, but see if you can find some like wires that come off that go down like an alleyway or something."
Okay.
I know it's kind of hard from this distance, but yeah, I really need to find a place that I can hide and run the security systems.
So, is there any way to get into like a an alleyway of some sort that isn't this corridor?
Oh yeah, there's alleyways through it and everything like that. Like it's branching off and stuff like that, but it's just like, so it's not something where like that hallway is just saying that, hey, this is a dead end. Only authorized personnel will be able to proceed through the doors down this way.
Okay. So I want to go off to the right.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna go
There's
to the.
okay. There is an alleyway to the right before like it gets down there, and there are some like, again, it's all like abandoned housing and stuff like that.
And I go down and I see there's a little bit of what looks like a place that I could like hide behind a corner on.
Okay, so you hide behind that corner. Um, it is pretty. It is pretty secluded. It would be very hard to find someone hiding there.
And so I pull out binoculars again and I do another X-ray scan.
Okay. Um, you find that there is an area similar to the one you're at that's pretty secluded. It is much closer to the door area, but it is still down this hallway and stuff like that. Um, he would have to basically like climb into the wall to get to it. So he would be hidden by the walls, basically why it's hidden away, but there is a place that he would be able to splice into inside the wall.
And so I, of course, relay that information to them.
So after a little bit, Masterson catches up to you, and he goes, "All right, let me get set up in here. You all aren't going to take this route. I'll let you all know whenever it's safe." He goes, "Just so that I less chance of me getting spotted if you all come from a different direction."
Hmm?
So you head back to the group after about 5 minutes or so. Masterson says, "All right, I've got control of the security systems right now. We're on a little bit of a time frame here before they detect anything." He says, "I can probably buy us about 2 hours. Clock starts now."
Okay.
You've got a timer on like your, personal log and
synchronized.
yeah, it's all synchronized.
Yeah.
Well, it's automatically synchronized with all theirs.
Mm-hmm.
So it starts counting down. And Masterson says, "All right, we're gonna just," he goes, "as dumb as it sounds, we're just gonna walk right through that door, down the hallway."
I mean, if it looks like you're supposed to be there, people don't typically question it.
Says, "Exactly," and also just from information from the benefactor, this is the only door that, because it's all indoors and through these abandoned residential buildings, there's not guards that'll see us outside that door." And he says, "But once we get in, we're gonna have to keep our heads on a swivel." And Masterson will let us know the right time to walk in so that there's no guards watching.
Sounds good. All right. Well, let's head up to the door, I guess.
All right. So you all head up to the door. After a few seconds, Masterson says, "All right, Martz, you're good to go." Martz starts looking at, takes off like the side of like the security panel with the reader. He starts tinkering around with some stuff, looking at serial numbers and everything. After a bit, he puts it back on, pulls out a little device, types some numbers into it, holds it up, door opens.
Nice.
And then Martin says, "All right, on me. Stay close, keep your head on the swivel, watch it, or six. Watch my six." So he goes in and immediately takes a right. And of course, Masterson's following behind him. I'm assuming you do the same.
Yes.
All right. It takes you all about 15, 20 minutes. You all haven't really ran into many people, but when you all have, you all just kind of walked normally like you all were supposed to be there. So far, nothing's bad's come up. And he goes, "All right." He says, "All right, Masterson, we're at the lab doors. Let me know when we're clear." He says, "All right, in 3, 2, 1." And then Marks quickly does the same thing, pulls off the panel, looks at everything, puts it back, types some numbers in, opens the door. You go in, and it is like a super state of the art lab, very shiny, clean. There's like fridges with different chemicals, all kinds of stuff. Tech benches, soldering irons, everything like that. And Paul Martin goes forward and he goes, "All right, look for a cabinet that or a rack that says 3B1A." So you all start. I'm assuming you start looking around for it.
Yes.
It's a big lab.
So since typically labs are very organized, 3, third shelf. B is second section. 1A. Gonna just be, it's basically in front when you open the door of the section of 3B.
Right. It's
So
normally what it would be, but it's not quite that well organized. You do find 3B, but it's not that easy. There's several 3Bs.
I just open up the first door and see that's 3B. What do we have in there for numbers?
In there, you've got like 76D, 34Z, just stuff like that, but no 1A.
Close it and move on to the next.
All right, you get to this one, you open it up, and this one's empty.
Close it and move on to the next. Say to the comps, Jesus, fuck, these guys aren't organized for shit.
Goes, the 1A regards to what the contents are, not to the section.
Oh, okay.
And
All
he
right.
says, so it's all organized by what it is, but we don't know how they organize what it is. So we don't know if 1A is a chemical, if it's a data card. We don't know what 1A is.
Okay.
Eventually you do get up to the cabinet, you open it up, and there are these they're about this thick silver platters, about that big in total. They're silver in color, and sure enough, 3B1A.
I have eyes on the package. What do you? How do we extract and what do we do from here?
Martin looks at it and goes, "Oh shit." He looks at it. He's looking at everything, and he goes, "Okay." He takes out like these little boxes, puts on some gloves. He takes the 3 discs that correspond with 3B1A. Then
Ow. Martin's in a wall. How's he gonna help?
Martin is not in a wall. Masterson's in a
He's
wall.
in a wall. I'm sorry. Sorry, my bad.
Martin's holding them with gloves, being
gods.
very careful. These are like very well packaged, padded containers that are vacuum sealed. Puts all of them in, sorts them in, puts 2 in his backpack, and then he hands you the 3rd one. Says, "All right, put it in your backpack."
And so I very careful. I open up my backpack, and I very carefully set said platter in, close it, make sure it's sealed, and
And then you hear Masterson come over, and he goes, "Hey guys, you all have about 30 seconds before someone goes in that lab again."
shit.
There's
Shit.
only one entrance to the lab.
Shit. How large is that that one that was empty? How large is that?
It wouldn't be comfortable, but you 3 could probably fit in it.
What else is in the lab?
Some terminals, like it's got a little bit of everything. There's soldering stations, there's PCB printing, a bunch of chemical storage, centrifuges. It's a big lab.
I'm not going to kill him and stuff the body in there. This is not Hitman. I would like to do this without killing anyone.
Your watch says that there's about hour 10 remaining.
Hour and 10 remaining. Martin, what about trying to I mean, this is up to you since your point, but we could potentially hide in that could risk it and hide in the that empty unit there.
He says, "I don't know what other choice we have. I guess so." Roll for me.
I got a 14.
Where the fuck is my die?
Oh, if you can't find it, it's fine. It's a null roll. You roll a 0 or a nat 1.
No. Fuck you. I can't find asshole die. There's asshole die.
Oh, well, Smada forced me to reroll, and I legitimately rolled a nat 20.
All right, so you get in. It's closed, everything like that. It's just one guy. He walks in. He's set up in a station right in front of that cabinet. Roll for me again.
11.
You sneeze.
Ah! Oh shit. Is it like a sniffled sneeze, or is it like full blown, it was like achoo sort of thing?
Well, like, you definitely muffle it the best you can and like your ears pop. But it was definitely audible.
Okay.
The guy starts looking around and goes, who's in here? Who's in here? And then he starts reaching for the cabinet door. What are you doing?
Pulling out a silenced. I mean, oh, wait. Do I have anything on my possession that will knock them out? I mean, I could use the weapon as a club to knock them out, but do I have anything that will legitimately knock them unconscious without forcefully striking them?
You've got a taser.
Pull out the taser.
But I mean, tasers don't really knock people out. They just, you know.
I mean,
you're still going to have to hit them.
Yeah, but I could just use the damn pistol and pistol whip him in the fucking temple when he opens the door. I just said it.
Oh,
Get the pistol.
You said it really quiet. I could barely hear you.
Oh, sorry. Just use the pistol to pistol whip him in the temple when he opens the door so it knocks him unconscious.
All right, roll for me again.
What did you roll?
What'd you roll?
No, what did you roll?
What'd you roll?
First. Ladies first, so.
So tell me what you rolled.
Age before, so you're younger.
Fuck you on the DM. What'd you roll?
I rolled a 9.
You successfully pistol whip him.
What did you roll?
2.
Ah, yes.
That's why I was laughing. I was like, holy shit. There's only 2 possible rolls he could make that he doesn't succeed, and that's a 1 or a 2.
Oh, man.
All right. So he successfully pistol whip him, and Martin gets on comms and he goes, Masterson, we cleared exit, and he goes, it's tight, but maybe.
Well, we have a man unconscious on the floor here, so...
He says, all right, make a run for it. Just get out as soon as you can. Hide your faces.
Okay.
You all do have, like, hoods that you all can pull down.
Yeah, I mean, yes. I felt that they might have been there since the beginning of the operation, because hiding your face.
Well, yeah, but before you all just kind of, like, had your hoods tilted down and stuff like that. Again, if you're wearing a mask, the guards that did see you probably would question you.
I guess that's true. Sure.
So he says, get your masks on. I'm going to have to get out of here. He goes, I've set up the security cameras on a really long delay, and I'm looping one of the cameras away from you all. He says, but I got to get out of here. He says, just get out as quick as possible.
I pick up, before we leave, I pick up the guy and I put him back in his chair.
Mm-hmm.
And I make it look like he fell asleep at a station.
All right.
Well, because I don't want to just leave him on the floor sprawled out.
All right.
Because it's at least got to look like he fell asleep, because he might wake up, oh, my head hurts. I feel like something hit me.
Fair enough. All right. You do so.
You gotta cover all your bases.
Yeah. All right. Make a roll for me.
8.
So while you all are running down the corridor towards the exit, the guard says, "Hey, you there! Stop!"
Run.
Roll for me again. What'd you roll?
A 5. What did you roll?
Fucked.
What?
You're so fucked.
Oh, God.
I rolled a 19.
Oh, sweet mother of Jesus.
So the alarm starts blaring,
Oh boy. Okay.
and there's a bunch of guards that like run ahead of you all with weapons drawn. They go, "Stop right where you are!"
Are we in a corridor or are we in a like a crossway? Is there only the only ability is to go forward or backwards?
Yeah, you're in a corridor. Martin says, "All right, rookie, weapons hot."
Best time as ever to show you the combat experience.
All right. What do you? What's your plan there? There's 3 guys in front of you.
There's 3 guys in front of me.
Yep.
Okay. How many guys are behind?
Just the one that saw you.
Just the one that saw us from behind. They haven't seen our faces yet, because of course.
You've got the masks pulled down.
How many rounds are in said gun?
So you were able to grab which gun? You've got like a foldable carbine and a pistol.
Carbine.
30.
30.
Mm-hmm.
And
Pistol has 12.
carbine's larger caliber. How are the 3 men or the 3 guards standing? Or is one in front of the other? Are they all standing abreast?
They're like standing in a triangle, I guess you could say.
Cool. I want to headshot the lead.
All right, roll for me.
19.
I also got a 19. Oh. So you hit him directly in the eye. He goes, "Ah, fuck!" And he just starts unloading towards you while he's covering his eye. Doesn't quite, doesn't kill him, and he's not hitting you all, but
It's enough to throw the other 2 for a loop.
yeah, no, they both crouch, like get on one knee and start opening fire as well.
And as soon as they start opening fire, I take out the one on the right. Rolling again. 16.
All right. You do get a successful headshot on him. The one that you shot in the eye, he runs down that corridor that he came from.
Follow-up shot in the rear and the back to double tap, roll 15.
He escapes without you hitting him.
Turn around and shoot the person behind us before they can do anything, and I rolled an 18.
You get him. He's down.
Last roll to take out the person in front of me, and I this is terrible. I rolled 2.
I also rolled a 2.
Yes. Okay.
You hit him in the shoulder, and it takes him back a little bit, but then he resumes firing on you.
Aim for center of mass, and I roll 12.
How many shots do you take?
3. You want me to roll for each shot?
Yeah. Do you have a D6 by any chance?
Yes. Give me a second. Okay, D6.
Yep. Roll 3 times.
5.
Okay.
3. 3.
He had 11 health. So you get him. He goes down. And then Martin goes, "All right, let's get out of here."
Do you want me to try and get the runner, or do you just want to leave him be and just get out?
He says, "We've got the masks. Just go. Just go."
Okay.
Your all's timer with how long it took with the lab. You all have got like 10 minutes.
That encounter took an hour.
Well, between running back to the thing,
Okay.
the encounter with that, and how long it took you all to search the lab.
True. Touche.
Like plus, I mean,
Touche.
he was in the lab for a little bit before he sneezed.
True.
Plus, you took the time to get him upright in his chair and make it look like he fell asleep.
It doesn't matter anymore, but
No, not really.
Worth shot.
Yeah. All right. You all make it into that hallway that you all came into, and where do you go from there?
I mean, out the door. Get the fuck out of the building.
Yes. What path do you take from that?
From there, I'm gonna go what would now be left
Okay.
and just continue. So, okay, actually, to get my bearings, from where we landed, cardinal direction, which way do we go? North, south, either west? North, south, east, or west?
East.
Okay, so we landed and went east. So if we went west, if I turned left, we'd be
No,
going.
you landed and went west. So the ship is east from you.
Oh, the ship is east. Okay, we went west. So if I turn left, we're going north.
Yeah, and north is the way that you went to get to that hallway that Masterson was in.
Yeah, no, never mind. I want to go.
But you know he's ducked out already.
True. I go left. Yeah, I'll go north, and we are going to run for a half mile, like full sprint half mile to get distance.
Yeah.
And then turn east and run for, well, I guess sprint for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Then jog to catch our breath until we've caught our breath, and then shed, find a an alcove to duck in for real quick to be able to shed shed gear, and then exit walking at a normal pace.
Okay. Roll for me. 3 rolls.
Okay. D20.
So, yeah.
Okay. 4. 15.
The first one's 4.
Yeah, the first one's 4. 15.
Hold on, stop now.
Okay.
So on the first roll, they see you all turn north. They fall behind you all, and you all are having to dodge bullets while they're shooting at you. You do get hit in the shoulder.
Okay.
Like in the back of the shoulder. Okay, now we're doing the second roll where you turn right.
15.
All right. They roughly see where you all go, but they don't shoot at you down there. All right, and then last roll.
11.
Roll again.
17.
Okay. You all eventually found the alcove. You all change into different shirts, keeping pants, obviously. Lose the masks. You all pack all of your all's gear into the backpacks, and then there's like a cover in the backpack that like pulls out and it changes the color of it.
And before heading out, can I address my wound?
Yes, you can. Make a roll for me.
Okay. 13.
13. it really hurts. You're not able to do much about it, but it's not life threatening. But it really hurts. You worry if you might have made it worse.
I guess we'll find out. Oh,
All
she's
right.
left means now you see me. I mean, yeah.
Basically. All right. You all do make your way back to the ship, where then Branston takes a look at you. Branston didn't go either. He stays on the ship. I should have mentioned that. And Branston starts looking at your wounds. He's also the medic. So he looks at it and goes, "Oh man, you opened this up a bit more when you tried to stitch it up." He goes, "I can get you all stitched up and worked out, but yeah, in the future, don't try and do that on the back of your shoulder yourself."
Okay. Thank you.
And I think that's a good place to stop for tonight.
Yes.
So, what'd you think?
I liked it. It's fun.
Definitely trying to get more role intensive with this one. More actions have consequences. Got annoyed whenever you were like, "I look through here and I see this," and it's like, "No, you don't." I'll tell you the environment.
Shut up.
Just tell me what you're looking for.
Shut up. Shush. Okay.
Because I've got the world in my head.
Okay, fine. So do we want to see? Slightly Breaded is streaming. Bearded Full is playing Jackbox.
Bomb Squad is streaming. Who's doing the Bomb Squad stream tonight?
Blood.
It's Blood. Do you want to raid Blood or Breaded?
Let's do Blood.
All right. So let's get that raid message up, everyone. Thank you all for joining in. Make sure you all put the messages for any characters you all have in the Discord, and they could show up in either campaign depending on where I think they'll fit best. But go ahead and do that. Let me know what you all thought of it. I know that it was a bit more role intensive and everything like that, but that's kind of what I was hoping for, is trying to get things a bit more intensive here.
All right. So, with that being said, it's time for the raid message.
Look at Smartabot slacking off.
Yeah, right? There you go. There you go. Raid your kitchen, raid your bedroom, it's spaghetti and naked.
Hey, we'll see you guys on Tuesday. Hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Rest of the week.
Yes.
We'll see you all on Tuesday, probably for some more Under the Radar.
Go to the ending screen and boop. Yay. So we love you. We appreciate you. YouTube, when you watch this, I know you can't see us. Come fucking watch us live, you goddamn sons of bitches. And I even remember to do the starting scene this time instead of the other way around.
And not the ending scene?
Yeah. See? All right. We will catch you guys later. Bye-bye now.
Bye.